Hi, my name is John, and today I'm going to be explaining to you what is a bot. Most of you already know what a bot is, but for those of you who don't know, this is for you. Okay, so basically, all a bot is a program that's ran from the computer that controls the switch. In order to do that, the switch has to be custom firmware, or it needs to be able to be hacked. Being hacked doesn't isn't a bad thing. It just depends on what you actually do on it that might get the attention of Nintendo. So what we're doing is, all we do is we put a custom file on there so that way the bot, which is the program, can take control of the switch and actually do trades and stuff like that for you while you're at work or anything. You don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to be switching between certain screens to show you, live video and stuff so that way you can see it for yourself. Basically, what it does. A lot of you are complaining about a gen Pokemon, and I don't really understand the problem with the gen Pokemon. Does it really matter that it's gen? So what? It's gen. It doesn't matter. It's still perfectly. It's still legal. You can still use it in trades. I've been using it online and everything. I've never had a problem. If it was something wrong with it, it would have already banned me by now for something like that. Especially if there was banned. And I have a program to check to make sure it is legal. But see, a lot of people don't. They're against Gen Pokemon, and that's fine if you're against that. Nobody's forcing you to like it. But if you don't want Gen Pokemon, don't trade with anybody. You cannot 100% guarantee that you're going to get a legitimate caught Pokemon in the game. The only way to do that is don't trade with anybody. That's how you prevent that. But at the same time, when Game Freak puts out mystery gifts, those are generated because that wasn't caught in the game. That was given to you through a mystery gift, and it's in a red ball, a red cherish ball. That's an event. That is something that they put in the game by generating it because you can't get it by normal means. You can't catch something in a red cherish ball, so that is actually gen as well. So for those of you who say you're against gen Pokemon, but you're also getting mystery gift, that's also getting a gen Pokemon. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. There's really no difference except we're using one program and Game Freak uses their own. That's about the only difference. But you're still getting a gen Pokemon. So I'm gonna explain. It basically explain this. Like I could sit here and make a Pokemon right now, and you wouldn't even know it's gen. There's no way you'd know. The only way you know is if I told you. But if you got the Pokemon, it'd show you it's perfect. It's legal. Like this one right here is a Wooloo, right? And it was met into April 28th, 2022. Looks perfectly fine, right? I could sit here and basically do this. Make it 6 IVs, right? How would you know? How would you know it's gen? Now this is telling me there's an error because it's a PID mismatch. But if I wanted to, I could turn around and do this. Let's see, sword right here, and put Wooloo, right? Now this is one that's caught in a den, Pokemon den. It's perfectly legal. How would you know? How would you know that I generated it if it's coming from a den? And look, it looks perfectly legal, right? Exactly. So how would you know? The only way you know is if I told you. And I could turn around and put it from a Pokeball. I'll put a Great Ball on it, so that way it looks kind of good. And the stats and the moves, and turn around and you know basically make everything look kind of good and stuff. And we'll go to the Dynamax level, put it as 10, and see right there that's still legal. You can use that. But a lot of people think it's a red flag because of 6 IVs. Well, there are some Pokemon. As long as it's possible in the game, then then it's perfectly legal, regardless if you find it suspicious or not, because that they need to show proof that they caught it. That's ridiculous. Doesn't need generated Pokemon. There's nothing wrong with them. A lot of people use bots to generate Pokemon because it's a lot easier. Because otherwise, they don't want to sit there for 10 hours, trying to, catch it in the game and stuff. So it is easier. But I'm here to explain what a bot is. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. First thing we're gonna do is we're going to go to my files right here, and we're gonna try to put an illegal Pokemon. Make the bot give me an illegal Pokemon. Now, other people use bots. Mine are legal. Mine do not give out illegal Pokemon, and I'm going to prove that. This is SV. We're doing it on Sword and Shield. SV bots are currently down because we're waiting on a code. We're waiting on an update on the coding. So we're going to use Sword and Shield to kind of show you some examples here. So this is the event of Articuno. As you can see, it shows the date when I met it. Because I got it as a mystery gift. It's in the Cherish Ball. The stats are 6 IVs because it can be 6 IVs. You can put the PP ups to max. That's also possible in the game. It's got the ribbon. And the OT is crown and stuff. This means latest non-OT handler. That means because I wasn't the... This program is called PK Hex, so PK Hex is not currently the handler. It was not the OT. That's what it means. PK Hex is a perfectly legal Pokemon. And we're going to make it illegal just to prove that it is illegal. And we're going to change something on it to make it do that. Okay, so this right here is illegal. It cannot have Earthquake, obviously. But I'm going to make it have it anyway. And then I'm going to basically try to, trade. But it is probably not going to allow me for a lot of different reasons. So we're going to put $trade. And we're going to put the code. I have my other switch so that way it will actually do the trade, and you can see that it did go through. Now, it should deny the trade. Yeah, it says PK 8 attachment is not legal. Is basically what it told me. So we're going to go ahead and I'll delete what I put. And now I'm going to trade the real one. The actual, the legal one. And see, that's why I tell you, my bots don't trade illegal stuff. And there's nothing wrong with a bot. For those of you who are against bots, there's nothing wrong with them. All bots do is basically take control of the Switch as if you were standing next to it. And it just puts the Pokemon in there for you using PK Hex, using legal means. It's all legal. There's no illegal stuff. If you want to prevent getting Gen Pokemon, then it's real simple. Just don't trade. But there are some Pokemon that you can only get Gen because they're no longer available. And so that's my explanation on that one. If it was hacked, I can understand being skeptical. But something that's just Gen just means it's generated. That's all it means. It just means it was just generated instead of catching it in the wild. It's no big deal to me. If you want everything legitimately caught, then catch it yourself. Don't rely on somebody else to catch it for you and give it to you because you didn't catch it. They did. And how do you know they caught it? How do you know it's not Gen? There's no way to know that. There's no like quick tool to sit there and tell you if it was Gen or not. There's no telltale signs. There's none of that. Because if it's possible in the game, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what people don't understand. If, like I can sit there and catch a 5 IV Wooloo in there, and I could also generate that same thing. How are you going to know the difference? There's no way to know. But back to what I was trying to do right now. I'm going to an event Pokemon. This is going to be the real one. Okay. Be right back. Alright. I'm back. So as you can see, it is doing a trade right now, obviously. And we're just waiting for the bot to finish that trade with whoever it's trading with. And then it's going to be our turn. Since I own the bot, I'm automatically, I skip ahead of everybody. I'm automatically priority. The bot's pretty fast, as you can see. Yep, that's us. Alright, looks like it found me. And we basically just pick any Pokemon to trade to it. And see, it's basically already sending me the Pokemon. So it's literally, see, as you can see, the trading partner is me. And as you can see, you know, so that's basically all the bot does, is it does that. You know, it just basically trades Pokemon to people. I can even, you know, do, I can even send in a request for you if, you know, you're having trouble. Or something like that. But that's basically all it does. You know, so a lot of people were asking what a bot is. This is basically what a bot is. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is basically a blank bot. It doesn't have anything attached to it right now. But you basically just input your IP address and you push, you know, and you put add. You know, on the hub, you know, it's pretty simple. You can do a distribution. I can basically set the code, you know, and put, you know, and set that. So that's basically what it is. And then, you know, if we close it out, this is basically the distribution folder where it will hand these legal Pokemon out. And I can check and make sure they are legal. I can get my screens right over here. And as you can see, it's perfectly legal right here. You know, of course, I haven't done this particular giveaway. Oh, God. This was back in 2021. So, as you can see, I haven't done this one in a while. You know, so that's basically what a bot is. That's what it does. It's basically handled through the program there. And if you're requesting on giveaway, you have to have... Let me bring that back up before I... close everything else out. Okay, if you're running it off of Discord, yeah, see, it requires a token in order for you to run it. So you have to create a Discord application. I could try to show you a little example of it. I'm not going to do everything on here, but you'd basically create a new application right here. And do all of that, and that's basically how these are all bot applications. And a bot application is just an application for the bot. It doesn't, you know, it gives you the token, and the token is where you'd put it right in here. So that's where you put the token. So that's basically what a bot does. That's basically what it, you know, everything else in it. And hold on. And so this is basically what bots do. This is sort of a little example, you know, of basically what bots do and stuff like that. So it generates, as you can see, random codes and stuff. So it's completely random. So it's not going to be the same every single time. You know, so that's exactly how this works. So basically, as you know, let's just see. They requested a shiny Krabby. and it's basically going to trade them. The way it works is it has to be in box 1, slot 1. So this is the first box, and that's the first slot right there. The very first Pokemon in the very first slot right there that is, currently trading it out. And when the trade is over, it puts another one in there, whatever they requested, and it generates it through PKHex. As long as it's legal, and the bot says it's legal, it'll put it in there and it'll trade it to you. So that's what a bot is. So if you guys have any questions of anything, hold on, be right back. Okay, I'm back. So if you guys have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to contact me on Discord. I'll put the link to my server in the description along with Facebook. But yeah, don't hesitate to contact me on there. That's basically where you'd find me all the time. I'm always lurking around my Discord. So if you guys have anything else, don't hesitate to contact me. But thank you, and I appreciate you watching this video.